Okay, well, this is quite an exciting day for me. I have Colt Ford with me.
Hi, Caroline.
The legend, Colt Ford.
I don't know about legend, but...
You are a legend. Let's see this booming voice.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
You are like a booming, powerful voice.
I don't mean to be. I can't. That's why I always got in trouble in school for talking.
Were you a loud talker?
Yeah, I couldn't whisper. I'm not a good whisperer.
You can't whisper?
I don't
Try
know.
to whisper.
I try.
You're doing it.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Sorry. Straight to Yin Yang Twins immediately.
Have you always been funny, Colt?
I don't know. You've known me a long time. You've known me 20 years.
I know.
It's funny. They say that a lot. They're like, okay, we want you to write a book with all your funny sayings. And I said, well, I don't remember them until something happens, and then I say it. And they said, well, we'll record you 24 hours a day. And I said, absolutely not.
Someone's going to record you 24 hours a day?
No, they're not going to record me 24 hours a day. 100%, I'm not going to let that happen.
Because you know all the other things you're going to say.
Exactly. So, yeah, that wouldn't be good for anybody.
But I don't believe you'd ever get canceled. You're too pure of heart.
I am uncancelable.
You are uncancelable. Why do you say that?
I don't know how I say it, but I mean, I just... You know, they won't play me on the radio, so
why would they play you on the radio?
It was funny. Somebody they didn't realize, another artist friend of mine the other day, and they were like, "How many number ones have you had?" I was like, "That I've written a few, but."
Did you write one for Jason Aldean, Brantley Gilbert?
Yeah, I've written 4, but I mean, but I didn't. I've never had a song in the top 40. They said, "Well, you sold 5 million records," and I was like, "Oh, yeah." Never had a song. I've never had a song on the country music chart.
Never?
Never.
So where'd you get your big fan base? How'd they all find you? How'd they grow?
Just getting out there and playing, hundreds and thousands of shows.
You just got them
shaking hands. I mean, like when I first came, I met you within the first probably month of coming to Nashville.
Okay, because you moved to Nashville what year?
Like 07.
07, okay. And then we met immediately because you knew Jeremy Popoff.
Yeah, I knew Jeremy.
Who is actually the godfather to my child, Sonny. We
Absolutely.
love Jeremy Popoff.
Me too.
So he was at the time dating my bandmate, Jen Wayne.
Absolutely.
And so I met you right away.
Yeah, and so early on, it was right away. I meant... my first songwriter in town was me, Jeremy Popoff, and Jamie Johnson.
I mean, way to start off.
Yeah, that's not a bad starting point, is it?
No.
I mean, people always ask about Jamie. They're like, I was like, Jamie's one of my closest friends, has been from day one.
He's such a mysterious dude.
He is, but I say he's a quandary wrapped in an enigma.
Well, explain what?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
A quandary wrapped in... Yeah, you can't quite understand it.
You can't understand it. He's absolutely brilliant.
But you get him.
He's brilliant.
How do y'all, like when y'all hang out, what are y'all doing? Y'all just talking in metaphors?
Yeah, there's a lot of funny things being said and a lot of probably inappropriate things. And yeah, for sure, that's what's happened. But at the same time, Jamie's always been, I bet you've known him as long as I have. He's always been he's measured with what he says. I mean, he doesn't people, I'm like, he's not, people like, he's just old dumb country. No, he's not. Jamie Johnson is a smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't write the songs he writes.
He's a
unless
genius.
You're brilliant.
Yeah.
He's absolutely brilliant.
I know.
So he's always been, told me some of my, good advice in the music business, and it's been a good thing.
Okay, so you came to town. You had no fan base, no nothing. No. You were like a professional golfer, though, right?
Yeah.
Was that your job beforehand?
Yeah, before music, I played professional golf for 10 years. Most people think male model. They don't even realize like that. So,
could you make a living playing professional golf?
I did, yeah, for 10 years. That was my only source of income.
You've had a fun life.
I have lived two guys' dream lives, music and golf. Yeah.
I mean, and now music goes with golf.
Yeah, now more than ever. But, it's not as much golf for me now these days. I haven't really even played since the accident. So
okay,
I gotta get through that and see if I can get back to it.
So we got to get to your accident. But before we get there, I want to keep talking about the pre-years because like we were talking about, you've lived 100 lives. And you should have died.
I did.
You did die.
I did twice, yeah. Did
you go to the other side? Did you see God?
I'll tell you what I saw. So I didn't remember anything.
You were on stage.
No, I just walked off stage and sat down on the bus.
So you played a full show?
Just played a sold-out show, took my ears off, and my crew guy said, I looked down and said, boy, I'm getting too old for this shit. And normally I go to the back of my bus, but I didn't. I sat in the front lounge, and he walked off the bus, and I just fell over.
Were you just by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So nobody saw it?
No, nobody saw it. They found me.
How long were you there?
Well, that was the thing that was a hard thing. Nobody knew. They didn't know they didn't know
the time frame.
Yeah, so my wife, who is a nurse, has a nursing degree, was like, well, how long was he out? And they're like, well, no more than 10 minutes. She's like, 10 minutes there is no Colt left at 10 minutes. I mean, so it was just a lot of weird.
So what happened? You passed out from a heart attack. Oxygen flow?
Two Widowmaker heart attacks.
So once they found you, you went straight to the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, they worked on me there. They brought me back there on my bus.
They brought you back to life on your bus.
Yeah, and then they got me in the ambulance and they took me to one hospital and they operated on me for 10 hours.
10 hours? Were they thinking you might have brain damage?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. They didn't know. I was 10 hours. I was 20 hours surgery total. 10 liters of blood. I mean, it was pretty horrific. They couldn't do any more for me. They got me turned. They got the Mayo Clinic came over and got me in. They have a machine called ECMO, which is the ICU nurses call it circling the drain. Like that's
your last hope.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even. They say somebody at 40 years old in perfect shape has a 30% chance of surviving ECMO for 3 days. I was 54, not in the best of shape, as you know, I was on it for 7 days.
What is ECMO?
It just runs your entire body for you. My heart, my liver.
It runs your body.
Yeah, It's not in every hospital. It's only in certain places because you have to have multiple people to run it. Like it's a big deal, and that was the only way I survived, really. Brantley Gilbert was out there at the time, and we're basically brothers, and so the first hospital couldn't do anymore. The guy came out with blood all over him, and Brantley they didn't want to tell him what was going on because nobody's related to me.
Oh right. So he was in the hospital with you?
No, he was out. Yeah, he was out there. He was out there playing a show as well. Country Thunder was going on, and so they wouldn't tell him anything. And you've known Brantley a long time. He's not really good at being told that, especially when you're talking about somebody that's family for him. And he done made up his mind. He's like, I'm going to jail. I mean, he called his wife.
And he's not scared of jail.
Oh, no, he wasn't afraid. I mean, I'm like, y'all don't know how serious he was. He took his Rolex off, called Amber, said, if they don't tell me what's going on with Colt and get him over to Mayo Clinic where they can try to help him, I'm going to jail. He told the doctor, he said, if you don't fix that, you're going back in as a patient, not as a doctor.
Dang!
So
that's a true blue friend right there.
Oh man, he did. And
did he get you to Mayo?
They got me over to Mayo. Yeah.
Was that because of his persistence?
Yeah.
No, so he kind of saved your life too.
Yeah, in more ways than one. Yeah, because when I came back after everything was said and done, and I survived or whatever, and then I wasn't sure if I'd ever do this again. I didn't know. I mean, it created. I've known you 20 years. Scared or anxiety is not anything I've ever had. And then all of a sudden, it was overpowering for me, and I didn't know what to do. You had
debilitating anxiety?
Yeah.
About what? That it would happen again?
Just being back on stage. The first time I went to step on my bus, I was like, wait, last time I was on here, you carried me off of here dead, basically. I meant, like, you don't think about things like that till it started happening to me. And when Brantley wanted me to go back out on tour with him, but I couldn't commit to the tour because we have to book so far in advance. I didn't know when I could come back because I don't know that. I mean,
so this happened in April 2024.
Yeah, and
you really didn't get cleared until December 2024, right?
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't leave. I was in hospital for 2 months in Arizona. And that's another thing. When you get sick and you're somewhere else, you're thousands of miles from home. My parents are old; they couldn't get there. It was just so hard on a lot of people, and so I'm just really, really lucky to be here. But when I say Brantley saved me more than once, is I wasn't sure if I was getting back on stage, and so he said, "Here's what we do. For 2 weeks, you're going to come out with me on tour," and he brought me out in the middle of his show and let me do 15 minutes in the middle of his show. It's his tour. He's the star. And he let me stand there and be the star for 15 minutes. His band playing.
I just think I'm going to cry.
His band playing, and it was, and it made me go, okay, it's all right. So the first show, my mic was just trimmed. yeah, that made me think it was all right to come back and do it. It was a big deal. And most artists, you've been around this industry yourself, your husband, I mean, like, to step aside of the spotlight for somebody else. I mean, when it's your deal, is most don't or won't do that. And he just was not going to have it any other way.
So you guys, I mean, that's like true friendship.
We started together.
And that's brotherhood right there. Like, he couldn't bear to see you not be you.
No.
He needed you to be back.
He wasn't going to,
There's some people in your life, though, that you have to have them.
My microphone stand, for a long time as a shotgun with an American flag wrapped around it. It's always been my thing. And so from that moment at the hospital, like this, he even had, when my band and crew got over there, he already had his TM and manager they'd already got, and his security had got my guys full breakfast brought in and everything. Like, it's just unbelievable. Like I said, so me being able to go back out with him, do that, I didn't have any expense, I didn't have any stress, I just rode his bus. It was a big deal, and that let me think, okay, I'm okay, maybe I can go do this a little bit more. So
on like the spiritual, emotional side, what was made aware to you after coming out of this other side, like that you're so loved, that you're so wanted, like? So
then that leads me back to, you asked what happened. So, Toby and I were very close.
Toby Keith.
Yeah. And we had just buried him not long before that. And it was awful. I hated it. He was so good to me, and just, we were close. Our wives and Trish are friends. I mean, we played golf, we traveled, we did all kind of things together. And he used to call me Little Dog Daddy, because he's Big Dog Daddy. And I tell people, I'm like, as an artist, when you're alpha too, you're like, but it's Toby Keith, And so I always thought it was cool, and that's how I woke up. It was bright light, and Toby stepped out and said, "They ain't ready for you, little dog, going back down there."
Wait. This is
how I woke up.
He was for real?
For real.
Not like this wasn't like a dream you're having. Like, Toby Keith was in the hospital when you woke up?
No.
That's what you saw?
Toby was passed away.
You saw him in heaven?
Yeah.
What? Okay, you got to say that all again. Yeah. So when you had your widowmaker heart attack, you died. You went to heaven. Toby Keith had just passed away. He was your close friend.
Yeah. And he said, "They're not ready for you, little dog, going back down there." And that's when I woke up and looked around like, what's happening? Yeah, that's how I woke up.
Stop.
Yeah.
But how comforting, too, to know that, like, to see Toby again.
I meant, yeah.
And then when you came back, did you have confidence? But you must have full confidence that you're supposed to be here.
Well, obviously, I know something. God has got me, the devil was afraid, I guess, and God wasn't ready, so... I've been right. I wrote that too. Yeah. So it's been a life altering experience. Yeah.
I've noticed that you're a big mantra guy though, because like from the very first video that you posted on your Instagram when you had the heart attack, you're like, "I'm not going down." Like, I'm like, you spoke that over yourself.
You got to speak it into existence sometimes. I meant. I just didn't know any different, my whole career. And again, you and I have known each other the entire time I've been in town. I was probably 10, 12 years ahead of a lot of things musically. And so
you've always been genre.
They were terrified. They were scared of me.
You were rapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was doing something that they were afraid of. And now it's like I sound like Merle Haggard compared to some of the stuff that's coming out of here today. So I don't know. I'm just so blessed to still be able to play music, and the fan. I didn't know. You don't know if the fans are still going to be there. Like, I was worried about that. Like, I know I've worked hard to be good to my fans, and they've been good to me, but then you don't know. Like, how this business is. Sometimes you disappear, and they're like, "Where'd he go?" And then then they go, "Oh, look, there's the squirrel." Look, new guy, new girl. I meant, so
it is.
I didn't know, and going back out here playing these shows, they're still here. They're still hanging around, and it's been, again, when I went out with B, I meant, like, we had what we were going to do. We had the show set up. And then I was supposed to walk off stage. He's got to finish, he's still got 45 minutes in his show. But he just didn't let it, he wouldn't let it be like that. So I go to walk off, and he's like, "Hey, come back out here." And then it was, every night was 2 minutes of just standing ovation, the entire arena. And and he just stood back and let me just stand up there, and yeah, it was pretty special.
But I mean, the bigger thing I'm seeing of all this is like what a deep friendship and bond, and like how amazing to have that kind of relationship that's beyond anything.
Yeah, we came up together. You know, he was a kid. I was already grown, but he was a kid when we started, and we've just been like brothers. He's watched my youngins grow up. Matter of fact, my son, who Brantley's known since he was like the same age as his son is now, was working in Jacksonville, and this is how Brantley is. He immediately called Reynolds, my son, and got him and his wife first class flight and he brought them to Phoenix because nobody knew. He was able to do that right away. So yeah.
Man, Colt, that's awesome. You're a great guy though to have those kind of bonds though. You know, you have to be a good friend yourself to have good friends like that. What is it about friendship that you value so much?
This business is hard on friendship. You know, you've been around a long time, and
they can make you competitive or pitted against each other.
It can do that, and it can. I don't know how to be any other way. Like, we're friends. Like, I've known you 20 years. We haven't seen each other since probably that cruise, but we're still friends. I pick right up and sit down and talk to you like. I don't know how to be any other way than that. And some of the artists, sometimes they do know how to just go, oh, yep, I'm on to the next thing or to the next person. And it caused me to feel, I'll be completely honest, it caused me to feel some kind of way for a while, because there's a lot of people I still have not heard from. Not a word. And that I've known as long as I've known. Held their kids as babies, and I haven't heard from them. And it really made me feel some kind of way for a while. And I'm letting go of some of that. You realize people get in they have their own world, their own life. They don't mean to be, it just happens sometimes. But it's the way I am. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know any other way. Like, if we're friends, then we are.
I love that. Okay, so your new album that you just put out is very much centered around these kind of themes, though. Like, after your recovery, reevaluating your life. Talk to me about how you decided you were ready to make music again and get out there again. Because you had been a road warrior before.
Yeah, that's all I've ever done. I had 15 straight years of at least 125 shows a year.
How many albums had you put out in that time?
10.
No.
Yeah.
You put out 10 albums? Were you putting out an album every year?
Yeah.
Or at least every other year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't have the rules because
You're independent artist.
Independent artist.
So nobody would sign you either.
No. Especially when we first met, people were like,
they didn't know what to do with you.
No, my attorney Scott Safford. People were like, we love this,
but we don't know
what do we do with this. So we don't know. So it was
So you just said, I'm going to do it myself.
I had to do it that way. I didn't.
That's why you started Average Joe's.
Yeah,
you started to label yourself.
Yeah,
just toured yourself. You funded the whole thing.
Yeah, we just did.
You build? How'd you fund it? That's expensive.
So you've met. I'm sure you've met Shannon over the years. My partner and the CEO of the label, Jenny Smythe's husband. She's the better half of that for sure. One of my good friends growing up was the CEO and the founder of Zaxby's. And I said, Zach, man, we want to do a record label. And he said, well, what do we need? And him and Shannon formed this label, and it's really been one of the most truly successful independent record labels in the history of Nashville.
Chris Jansen was on there?
We don't have any affiliation with any major. Like, we literally did it all. Every deal direct, to this day.
Wow.
No, we manufacture our own stuff. We did it all our own way. And it probably cost me us some stuff in some ways, but it's been also beneficial. There's not many 56-year-olds that can go in and make whatever kind of record they want to make right now, but I can. So,
how many artists from Average Joe's?
Lord, I don't even know how many. We got Creed Fisher's doing really great. Brian Martin, he's killing it. Was out with Morgan. We got a lot of Josh Miranda, who's one of the best songwriters, and I think he's he's fantastic. So we're just rocking and doing a lot of film and TV. We do a lot of stuff with that. So.
Are you so proud of yourself? You have done it, Colt. Talk about in the beginning, you were a professional golfer. You made that happen. That is hard as hell to do.
Yeah, it was hard.
Then you pivoted. Why'd you pivot?
Because music is truly always my first love.
Okay.
But golf, they said, well, why did you choose? I tried to do both at first, and the schedules do not go together.
Oh, I'm sure.
Golf is time to get up. That's when I go to bed for music. They're way different schedules. So
you kind of achieved the golf, and you're like, I'm going to try music.
Well, I just couldn't. Had some injuries. I couldn't play professionally anymore, so I was like teaching and being a club pro and stuff, but music never would go away from me. It's just never.
Was it always rapping? Were you always like a rapper?
I just always all kinds of just everything.
The whole
just
thing.
Everything. Yeah, I just was always just a weird kid that did that, and I couldn't make it go away. Mm-hmm. And I just kept going, and finally it was like, well, I'm gonna try this, and here we are 20 years later.
But I just love your persistence, and I love your determination, and I love your gusto, because to be an entrepreneur and pursue such hard things like being a professional golfer, then transitioning into music, not getting signed by
I was too hard-headed
deal, not having anyone support you, and you say, fine, I'm going to do it myself. Start your own record label, make that successful. I mean, these are not hard things that you're doing. Having a heart attack on stage and like saying, I'm coming back stronger.
I don't know. I was just hard-headed. My mom always told me I was hard-headed.
But what is it?
I don't know. You're
not done, and you're going to do it, huh?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not done. It was funny. So my wife and I, bless her heart,
and you just got married, right?
Yeah, I was married I was married previously. My ex-wife Jessica, shout out to her. She was great. But my wife Megan, when you find your person, mm-hmm. I found my person that's like I just can't. Nothing in this world works without her. Like it just doesn't. I don't want any of it. So she got a stress fracture in her foot, standing there talking to me for 10 hours a day while I was in a coma. And she's not the talker. She's like, she's like, you're the one that talks. I just like to hang out and drink wine and White Claws and smoke some Marlboro Lights. But she just loved the life back into. She wouldn't see it.
She loved the life back into you?
Yeah, she wouldn't see it any other way.
Had y'all gotten married before you had your
No,
heart attack?
we'd been together. We were actually supposed to get married October before that, and life just got in the way. We had a bunch of stuff going on and things. It's like, we were getting married here in Nashville. Jamie was marrying us.
He's officiated a lot of weddings.
Jamie Johnson was marrying us. Yes,
so
I know.
much.
I mean, and that was fun to watch him get married recently, and Randy preside over that.
I love that. Keep it to the family.
Yeah, I mean,
all the friends.
Those are the people that we came up with.
I know. It was a different world back then.
And we all are still friends.
And here.
Yeah, like in here, like a lot of people even these came after us, they're not, and they don't. I mean, like. I think about all that core group that we came up with, mm-hmm. and Jamie and Dallas and Rhett and Randy and Rob,
Jared Neiman.
Lee Bryce, the trailer park. I mean, like we're all still here.
I know. Low
Cash, Chris and Press. I mean, we're all still friends and
been here forever.
Still making music, and it's so crazy to me.
Isn't it crazy?
And it's so cool.
20 years goes by so fast. I can't believe I can say that now as like 42, because like when you're 20, I remember the first time I felt old was at 24. I'm like, oh, this is how aging happens. And then you blink, and then all of a sudden you're 42, and like people talk about it
I'm
all
like
the time.
40. I remember thinking when I was a kid, like, what do you do at 40? Go off in the woods like an old dog and just die?
It's over.
Yeah, he went off in the woods. Now I'm 56 on stage. I'm like, with these kids out there. I mean,
but you don't feel it in your head, which is the weird thing. Because like when I'm around young people, like I have this intern who I love, shout out Gabby, and Maddie, who does my content, who are in their 20s, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're cool, we're hanging, but I'm like, no, I'm like old, but in my head I don't feel it.
No, I don't either.
My parents used to say that, but it's true.
There's times now since the accident, I've slowed down a little bit. The travel, I used to could do it, no worries, and now it's like, I'm going to have to pass on that. I've had to pass on things that I wouldn't do before. But.
Have you slowed your touring down? So tell me what's life's been like post coming out. So like December, was that kind of a turning point for you? You graduated from cardiac?
Yeah, I graduated my cardiac rehab. And, again, I didn't know what I was in for. I just always thought I could, walk on water and shit ice cream. I just thought I could do whatever I want. I wasn't scared of nothing, anything.
And shit ice cream.
I just thought I could do whatever, and then all of a sudden I wake up and I can't pick up a styrofoam cup and feed myself ice.
Wow.
So my wife and I were scheduled to go to the Derby that year, sitting in the governor. It was a big deal, and she was fired up. We had hats, the whole deal. in my mind, I'm laying there and I wake up out of coma. I'm like, oh no, we're still going.
Because you had the heart attack in April,
That's
and the
April.
derbies in
Yeah,
May.
April's in May.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're going to be ready to bounce back.
Oh yeah.
It's just a quick little thing.
Yeah. I'm like, we're going to. I said, no, we're going to the derby. She's like, that's cute. You will still be laying here watching the derby in this particular bed. And I'm like, no. She was right. I was still laying there.
When did you realize it was very serious? Did you know right away? Or did it take a while to process?
Obviously, I was on a lot of things. I mean, and it took me a while to process some of it. But like when I can't pick up a styrofoam cup and feed myself ice, I'm like, this is a problem. I had to learn to walk. I mean, I couldn't walk. I didn't know how to do it. It was a lot. It was a lot.
What is that like mentally? What's happening in your mind when you can't walk and you have been this like guy, like you said, like nothing's gonna happen to you. You've been so
alpha male,
living your life, doing your thing. Nobody's gonna hold you down, and now all of a sudden you can't walk. Like what mentally happens?
I'm still dealing with it, having to learn to give myself grace and patience. I keep saying this BSBP thing, like be still and be patient. I mean, like I've never been that. Like I've just been that.
So this is your lesson you're really having to learn.
It's had to show me some things and the way to approach some things and soften my heart on some things that I thought anxiety and stuff for me. The way I grew up in the country and my dad enjoyed. I mean, like it's just like anxieties for.
Like you're not allowed to have anxiety.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah.
And I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about none of that. Like, get your ass to work. Like, I don't know no different.
My dad's generation was raised that way. Like, no crying in baseball. Like, wake up and go win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just go get after it.
Yeah, like we don't want to hear your sob story.
I didn't know that, so I had to humble. And now all of a sudden, I'm having to, ask people to like, hey, can you wipe my butt for me there, Jim?
Like a random person in the hospital who's helping you? Yeah.
So I meant like that's a real thing. That was a hard.
Is it freeing on one hand though to release?
I bet he didn't think so, but.
But to surrender, to have to surrender, and to be able to like let people fully help you. Yeah. I mean, is there some freedom in that and some like something powerful in that?
Yeah, there it definitely is, and I'm still learning how to accept it. I think it's a journey, As long as we've been around this industry, we've seen a lot of things. You've done like me, pivoted, done different things.
We've lived so many lives.
Yeah, whatever we got to do to be successful and relevant. And now it's like there's things start to become a little clearer. What's important, what's not important.
So what's cleared up for you? What's important?
Being present is really, really important.
Were you always looking towards the next hill? Like
dreamer,
even if you
big time dreamer, just chaser.
So you couldn't even when you're in a moment that you prayed for and achieved, you're like looking for the next thing.
I couldn't wait to go on to the next.
I know.
And now it's like, you know what? This moment I'm in right here with my wife, I'm like, y'all could have every bit of it. I'll stay right here. I don't need anything with that. And you know the Tracy Lawrence, you find out who your friends are. There's a lot of stuff to that. And again, it made me feel some kind of way for a while. I'm trying to let go of it and realize like some people don't mean to sometimes, but
you also found out you got some really good friends.
I did. I found out. I mean,
and you got a really good wife.
Oh man.
I mean, talk about putting your relationship through the test.
Well, you got to at the same time. You got to remember at the time we got a 18-year-old. And her daughter's 15 at the time, and they're in Tulsa at home. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're there for 2 months.
That's stressful.
We had to move our whole life out there, and so she held it all together and she just absolute rock star. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I'm famous. She's the star.
I believe that.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I know your old man. He probably say the same thing.
I'm telling you, a lot of these country artists. I was with Kristen Brush yesterday, married to Preston from Low Cash.
Yeah.
I just know so many amazing wives of these country artists, and I'm like, man, one thing these artists know how to do is marry well.
Wow.
They're very good women.
Yeah.
Strong women.
It's important, and you have to be.
It's
important, and yes, she saved. We saved each other, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things.
So tell me about the new album. What's it called? Tell me your song.
A Little Out There.
A Little Out There. How did we get to this?
I've always been a little out there. I meant.
Yeah, I'd say.
But
Doing your own thing?
Most artists are.
You have to be.
I think you do. You kind of got to live in that space. And this album is interesting, and there's a lot of singing for me. My voice sounds a lot different.
Okay, so you don't normally sing this much.
Not even close. There's my publicist who's sitting over here, Anna. I got a song called "Truck on Fire." She's like, I didn't know you did that. Like, this is really cool. Like,
how'd you decide to sing more?
I've always constantly tried to push it to another level every time. Or do something different. I've been too stubborn or dumb to think that I couldn't do it. I just did. My mom told me I'd argue with a fence post, so I just kept going and kept trying to do it. And
so are you nervous putting out an album with a lot more singing?
Yeah, a little bit. But these songs are rocking, though. Like, I know they're rocking. And so I'm excited. I just hope people will dig it. I've been really blessed that people have followed along my musical journey. They've kind of gone everywhere I've gone with me. So that's been cool, I think, because it's been authentic.
Yeah.
So, if you look at like Eric Church is a good example. Until his first number one was "Drink in My Hand." Mm-hmm. You got to be kidding me that's his first number. I can name you probably 10 songs that should be number one that he cut before that.
Totally.
So
just it didn't all align.
Right, but it just didn't for whatever reason. So I'm just happy to still be playing music. And so, but his fan base followed him along.
Yeah.
If you look at Eric's beginning, he built it by being involved with them. And so I've done that. I stayed after. I signed every autograph. I took every picture, and I still do it. And it's way harder now. I can't do it like I used to. There ain't no doubt about that.
Well, the energy it takes.
Yeah, I can't. I have to physically watch what I do now on the road. I used to, I'd play golf all day and play show and whatever else we did all night. You remember?
Oh, I like about 5 years ago, we kind of toned it back.
Just slowed it down a little bit.
And I was like, and then I really turned it back. And then I started like untangling all of my intense energy that I used to spill, like being on the road all the time, always pursuing every opportunity, saying yes to everything, going everywhere.
Yeah.
But then I had a kid and I changed my perspective.
Right.
And now I'm so slowed down that I don't even know how to pick it back up again.
I don't know that I want to. But yeah, it's
keeping it at that pace, it will wear you.
There's some
out.
of my buddies I still look at them and go,
"How are you doing?
How are
this?
you still doing that way?"
How
some
are
of them
still doing it?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Brantley talks about it all the time. It's like, man, being sober now is so much easier.
You quit drinking too.
Yeah, it's like.
Did you quit drinking?
No, I've never have really.
You never drank?
No, it's so funny. They don't realize that. Justin Moore said to me one day, he goes, "Wait, you don't drink?
You've never drank?"
No, and I said. He said, "How do I not know that? We've been friends 15 years." I said, "Because you were always drunk when we were playing shows." No offense, Justin. He's not a drunk. I don't mean it like that. He's one of my best friends.
People just didn't realize that they were drinking. They think you are.
I just never have.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never did.
You didn't want to be out of control?
I don't know.
But you'll smoke some weed.
Yes.
Or take a gummy.
Yes, absolutely.
So you like that? You have a series on your Instagram that's quite hilarious.
Yeah. I say some. I want to start a whole nother series. I should get your text number so I can send you some funny texts that I have when I'm way up there.
So you give people entertainment.
When I'm high enough to peek in Jesus' window. Yeah.
So you're just gonna give people some free.
Yeah,
your team over here is dying.
I send out some fun high texts.
What does Jesus say when you're high enough to peek in his window?
He just shakes his head. Yeah. I say some weird things. I try to figure out like
how to document them and
what
share
color
them.
is a mirror.
What color is a mirror?
I don't know. I need to know things like that. Mercedes, 3 different E's, all pronounced differently. Why is that?
Mercedes. How do you even know to think about these things?
Exactly. The weed be letting you know. I don't know how I think of it, but that's the kind of things I think about.
Okay, so that's the kind of things you think about. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't nothing important. It's stuff like, or either that or I'm watching cat video, like voiceover animal videos on TikTok.
Okay.
That's a lot of fun for me too.
That's good times.
I do like that. Yeah.
You know how to keep it fun, Colt.
I don't. Life's too short to be any other way.
So do you mind hanging out with a bunch of people drinking? Does that bother you?
No, I've always done it. Because of I've just never. It's never bothered me, and I've always been able to. Just in high school, I would be the one. We had a customized van for the Georgia Bulldogs, and I would just drive 15 people home after a field party. And
you never felt the peer pressure?
Well, I felt it. Yeah, I was just. I don't know why I didn't.
I think this is wonderful. I want to know how
I didn't
you
do it on
avoided
purpose. My grandparents were alcoholics, and they wouldn't stop, and it made me. I just I hate that, and so my parents just didn't really drink, so I just never. I don't know, and then I just didn't like the taste. So
awesome.
Yeah, I've managed to
avoid that one.
Kid Rock got me drunk one time, but I'm sure a lot of people can say that. That ain't nothing special. Bob, thanks.
I know, but he is such a great friend when you're his friend.
Let me just tell you. So, you've known Bob a long time as well.
Yeah.
He all the stuff he gets talked about is all the craziness.
Well, because he's so big and personality. He's not scared for people to talk about him.
No, and he's fine with that. I mean, right after the Bud Light thing, when he shot up the Bud Light thing, literally the next week I'm playing here in Nashville, and he comes to my show and gets up in the balcony on a private balcony and stands there with a Bud Light beer can in his hand for my entire show. I'm like, he's like, I just love messing with him. I mean, he can't help it. But I'll say this, he gets, he hears all that stuff. But I was scheduled on all the Rock the Country shows.
And that's Bob's shows.
Yeah. Him and Jason were doing that Rock the Country thing.
Jason Ideen and Kid Rock.
Yeah, so I'm scheduled on that.
Kid Rock's name is Bob.
Yeah,
if
Bob
everyone
Ritchie,
doesn't know.
Yeah. So they're scheduled, I'm scheduled to be on those. And, all of a sudden, and especially for somebody like me that's a touring artist, that's where the money. I mean, that's where the house note is. That's where it's all at. Like I have to work to go get it, and now nothing. And I was on 8 of the shows. He paid me in full for every show.
Are you serious?
Every show.
He is such a good dude like that. Like
he does a lot of things that people do not see.
He'll go to Walmart and at Christmas, and people will have stuff on layaway
and put $100,000.
And he'll buy everyone's Christmas gifts.
The entire store.
And he won't tell anybody he does it?
No.
I know.
I know that he's done it.
He does stuff all the time. He is a good-hearted person at his core.
But like he paid me for all those shows. Like that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
I mean, like for me, because it's like all of a sudden I can't
no revenue.
do it. Everything is stopped for us. But and the people at the mortgage company go, man, we hate your heart attack. When are you gonna send that mortgage payment? You reckon?
They don't care.
So
yeah.
I've been blessed, and I had some friends and a lot of
people really showed up for you.
I met through music, friends I'd met through music that I've stayed in touch with, did so much stuff for me during this time. Man, like, hey man, the next couple months is covered, kind of thing. And for me, again, I'm not used to. I don't know how to ask, and I'm like, I don't
receive help. Maybe.
Well, that's the other thing. Then I'm like, well, you want to get? I don't know if I can give you this back. Like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know. Can I get back to playing? Can I make money again? I don't know. So, what you're giving me, I don't know. And every single one of them, like, I didn't ask for it back.
So that's a whole new level of, like, you have to be able to accept that love.
To have some empathy. Again, it's been a journey for me on some grace and some things that I need and to say thank you.
And learning how to receive.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been, I love giving.
Mm-hmm.
It's
your turn to receive,
I never cared about getting gifts. I love giving. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give somebody something. If I could help a young artist and go, man, if you do this and this will help. Like, I enjoy that. And, but it's made me appreciate, the help a whole lot, because there's some of them, I mean, I just, every night at my shows now, I said, I'm going to apologize early. I'm going to cry probably during the show. And I know that's not what y'all used to seeing from Mr. Answer to No One kind of deal. I said, and I'm going to say thank you a bunch, because I cannot help it. If it wasn't for them fans, they just kept sending me messages. Well, my mom's terrible about talking to people on the internet because they're my fans. And I'm like, Mom, you can't tell these people your home address. And I'm like, you don't know who you're talking to on there. But she's 83, she's 82. She's like, they love you. I'm like, I know. They may want to wear my skin, though. I don't know how much.
Not push it too far.
So, but she talked to a lady that was at the show that I played before the accident. And the lady said, my husband and I have seen Colt play 10 times in the last 15 years. The energy was incredible. That was probably the best we'd ever heard his band sound. Like, really, it was one of those things where it's like it was really clicking. I'd made some changes in my band, and she goes, and we walked out of the show and we saw all the ambulances and stuff. We didn't know what was going on, and then they saw on the news and everything what happened. This lady goes to her church, has 600 of her church members meet her there, and they pray for me for 6 hours. I don't know these people. I don't know them. You think God's not real? Like, I don't know these people. They pray. They're just all gathered there praying for me.
Wow.
So, like,
Colt,
how powerful
that's
is
really
that?
Special.
Yeah, I meant, like, it's just.
You really got to experience heaven on earth. You got to see
I'm
true
seeing it
love.
now. Yeah, I mean,
like,
and again,
people's true hearts full of just love.
At these shows every night, you did it. You've done it a long time. You've been around it. You're still around it, and sometimes you can get kind of numb to what's happening, and now it all kind of feels new again, and that's pretty cool.
It's all about the connection,
and it is,
people.
and they're still there. I mean, my moment of besides what I did with Brantley of really knowing what was happening is country concert in Ohio, Fort Laramie. You've been there. Mm-hmm. I last time I played there a few years back was main stage, and I was direct support, I think, for Jason. Well, now I'm 2:00 on Thursday on B stage, first act. It's been a long time since I've done that. Mm-hmm. I was terrified.
What were you terrified of?
Would anybody be there? I mean, like, is anybody even gonna be at the festival yet at 2:00 on Thursday?
Yeah.
10,000 people there. They were standing 10 deep outside the big rodeo shelter. It was, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And what's his name at Variety Attractions? He's like, biggest thing can't believe it. Biggest crowd we've ever had on a Thursday to start it off with. So they were still there, and they're still there, and that's been pretty cool.
That's amazing, Colt. What a life. What do you make of it all?
Lucky, just really blessed, and just blessed. I mean, you can complain, whatever. You can find something. I can say, well, I did this first. How come I don't get the credit? And okay, it's not going to make a bit of difference in anything. I finally understood what my dad said. Real peace is true happiness is when you're at peace with what you have. And that's what I finally found. I was always chasing, what else can I do? What else do I need to do? Where else do I need to go? What else? You need me to play another free show? Okay, will that help me? Yeah.
I get that mentality so much.
Wouldn't help me at all if they didn't give a shit. And they still don't. And it's okay. And you realize that. And then you go, but I get to play music.
And you're doing it for you.
Yeah, I get to stand on stage and play songs, and people love it. And I'm seeing somebody my age out there with their kids and their kids. I'm seeing 3 generations singing along to Dirt Road Anthem. That's pretty dang cool. You don't get that much. So, yeah.
So you really just appreciate everything now? A
lot more. I appreciate everything. I appreciate, as much as I'm a wordsmith and a songwriter, I'm a little more measured in some of the words I say now, especially with people, with relationships. I'm more precise about. I'm not just going to say anything to you. I'm trying to be a little bit more like Jamie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if people know Jamie, if you really know him, you'll know what I mean. That I'm like, you don't understand. First of all, Jamie's really funny, but also Jamie's really smart. He says things that are very, very poignant, and
it's like a lesson every time.
Yeah. Like if you're paying attention, you will hear that.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to be more measured and tempered with what I say to people. And if I got something to say to you, I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm not going to let it go unspoken. We need to say it and tell people you love them while you can. And if you don't like them, tell them that too. At least be honest.
Appreciate honesty.
Just be honest, and I don't mean you got to wish nothing bad on nobody. Just some people the vibes don't match right sometimes.
Totally.
That's how it goes.
I love this, Colt. Okay, so tell me again where everyone can find your album. You have a song out right now. Wait, the song out right now is Country AF.
Country AF.
With Jay Webb.
Yeah.
That one's fun. And you also just put out Can't Hide Country?
Yeah, with Tyler Booth.
Which is so fun.
Which is somebody, so Jamie and I think I'm about to sign Tyler Booth to Average Joe's, I hope.
Oh,
and
heck
I think
yeah.
With the JV thing with Jamie, that's kind of secret information.
Okay, but now everyone's going to know.
For me and Jamie to be able to do this together with Tyler. We're working on that.
Okay.
I hope that comes to fruition. I'm trying to speak it into fruition.
Are you regretting that you just said it?
No, I ain't regretting it.
Let's bring it into fruition. You speak things into fruition. Okay, bring it in.
That's how I got here.
I love it.
That's exciting.
Okay, and then your album Little Out There, it's out November 7th.
November 7th.
So
coming up. Yeah, same day as my buddy Jake's album comes out at the same day.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I mean I'm excited for people to hear a few of these things that I'm excited about, to see if they dig it, and I hope that they will. I hope that they'll go, oh, this is a little bit of a new side for Colt. So
you got to, you just have to keep evolving as you feel it, especially someone like you who's paved your own path and you're so independent.
Yeah, I just
do what you feel.
Just trying to make something that if it feels good to me, then I know there's some people out there that'll dig it too.
Are you touring?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back out.
I'm back out. Yeah, I can do full show, no problem. I don't even hardly break a sweat. Really, it's interesting. I was always, big guy.
You've lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah, I mean, I weigh 190. I mean, Tyler Ford.
You're skinny mini.
Tyler Ford goes, that's it. I've got to kill myself. I didn't know. I never thought you would weigh less than me. And I was like,
is this after the heart attack you started losing weight?
Yeah, I'm wearing 190 and wearing 33 waist. We're going back to high school. We're going back a long time. Yeah.
So did you just decide to get healthy afterwards? I
didn't have no choice. Yeah. All that Waffle House shit had to stop. Yeah. It and my wife, she runs things, so she don't let that slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
Unbelievable. I haven't drank a soda. I don't drink. I'm just water and some unsweet tea.
Yeah.
Which is, again, where I'm from, when I have to even order unsweet tea.
That's like a sin.
That's a lot like kerosene on my lips.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't like doing that.
Oh, you're offending.
Oh, yeah.
The restaurant.
I'm afraid my mama will find out and I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, you got to get that sweet tea with extra sweet.
I've changed a lot of that. Yeah, eating habits and just a lot of habits.
So you're like this is a new person.
New Colt Ford.
Colt Ford.
Old Colt Ford.
I love it so much. Okay, anything else we need to know before we wrap up?
No, I was tickled to see you. It does my heart good to see you.
I feel the same way.
I was saying that last time I think we saw each other was the Brantley cruise. Is that right? I think.
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, it all runs.
It all runs together.
It runs together.
And I think I'm getting like my brain, I forget, what is it, amnesia, or like, I don't even want to speak these into existence, but I have a very hard time remembering things.
Oh, Lord. That's the other thing. Yeah.
What is it? Do you forget?
Oh, yeah, bad. Yep.
Well, it's because there's so much in here, and we've
lived
so
a lot.
Many things.
Yeah.
You've met so many people. You've been in so many crazy situations. Like, I can't keep it all straight. And then sometimes I don't know if I've dreamed it or if it really happened.
Yeah, some of I wish it didn't happen. But, it's just, it's crazy industry, and we're lucky to still be doing it.
Sure
I'm just glad to be here sitting with you and see you. It's really, really good for me to do that.
I'm so proud of you, Colt. I'm so glad you're back out there, like with a new album, back on the road. You're feeling good. I'm so excited
Come see
for you. I know.
This new band is probably as rocking as I've ever been, and I got some younger guys, so that makes me feel these young guys up there playing with me, and I still got my old crotchety veteran drummer, old Tim, still up there beating the skins to death for me, and it's just fun, man. I'm just grateful, and I'm telling them that every night. I just tell them thank you. Thanks for still being here.
I love that. Okay, so I always wrap up with one question, and it's just whatever comes to mind. Drop some inspiration. Leave your light. What do you want people to know?
You can. My dad used to tell. My dad was coached baseball. Everybody called him coach till the day he died. But he used to tell his team, you can run around and tell people how great you are all you want to. But when you're really great, they'll tell you. So I'm telling you, you're great, Caroline. I appreciate you.
You're great, Cole. You make people feel great.
That's what it's all about.
That is.
I'm just trying to leave it a little bit better than we found it.
I love that so much. Colt Ford, thank you so much for joining. Will you stick around for a quick 10-minute tell me more? Okay, great. We're going to do a bonus episode where we're asking some deep, deep burning questions.
Let's get into it.
Okay. Colt Ford, you're amazing. This was so fun.
I'm glad to be here, Dawn.